Christians talk all the time about how sin is really, really bad, but what even is it?
Is a bad thing.
Well, yes, but what makes something a sin, and what does it mean to commit a sin? I like the formal definition of sin, which is a word, deed, or desire contrary to the eternal law. We all know about the Ten Commandments and how those things are sinful, but we oftentimes forget how sin is less about just doing the bad thing and more about rejecting the good thing. The best example of this is the sin of pride, thinking too much about yourself. We often think that the opposite of that is humility, but that's not the opposite. In fact, that's the properly ordered version of pride. The opposite of thinking about yourself too much is thinking about yourself too little, or self-depreciation. Humility is actually smack dab in the middle. It's not saying that you are more than you are and holding yourself up on a pedestal, nor is it saying that you're less than you are and forcing yourself down. You are who you are with the gifts and skills that God has given you. You need to properly recognize that. Now, for something to be a sin like that, it has to have three qualities. It has to matter, you have to know that it's wrong, and you have to still choose to do it anyways. Importance, knowledge, consent. A very obvious example of this would be if you were assaulted and forced upon. You didn't commit the sin of premarital sex despite you knowing that it's important and knowing that it's wrong because you weren't freely participating in the action. In the same way, you can't accidentally sin. You need to know, even subconsciously, that the thing you are doing is wrong. And that's why sin is bad in the first place, because we're doing something important in the wrong way, we know it's the wrong way, and we're still choosing to do it that way.